How you doing? How you doing, sports fans? Well, I didn't have the audio on yesterday. I thought it was a pretty good reel tape. Let's see. I'm learning this, so I'm figuring out as I go. I'm playing with this shit. I don't know. Trying to get the audio up. Just went for a walk here in Central El Paso. When I go the rest of the country, it's different as hell. So I try to adjust in my mind. Like over here, it's all mostly all Mexicans. When they're walking down the street, I go, "How you doing?" Some people don't say nothing. I don't know if they're afraid. I'm just trying to figure all this shit out. Yeah. There was a white boy walking down. He wouldn't. He looked like he was angry, but look, I don't. It looked like a total wimp to me, but he looked like he was something. I didn't even. But it won't look at you. I goes, "How you doing?" Everybody's going home from work. It's like 5 o'clock, 4:35. I walked around. I picked up a piece of cactus. I got little tiny splinters. It had the big splinters off this little piece of cactus. I love cactus. I grew up here, about this big. My mother told me if you're out in the desert and you get, I don't know what she was talking about, but you don't have no water, you can cut open the cactus and like suck on it or something. But I got all these I got 5 or 6 tiny little thorns. Like, what the fuck? Anyhow, I grew up here in the 50s. Now we got, it used to be 10 cents to jump on a bus. Now it's like, I'm a senior citizen, so I pay what I give, 35 cents, something like that. But it's like natural gas and not the old diesel motors, or I guess it was diesel motors. Used to have a tramway, electric tramway with the cables hanging down onto the car downtown. Didn't go too far, but it was cool. Yeah, it was like a nickel or a dime. I think my mother took me on there once or twice. I don't remember going. And they did away with that. They had got a little park in the middle of downtown, and they got a round thing in the middle with I don't know why they got like 2 alligators. They don't even move. But that was back in the 50s. They got rid of all that shit. It's a trip, man. This is life. I remember we was coming back from Virginia, I think, and we stopped off in Louisiana or Mississippi or something off the 10 or the 20 interstate. Uh, I don't know why, but I think I seen a sign for it, and I asked my parents if they'd stop. Let's go look at that, like live reptiles or whatever. So they got a big pit with big ass snakes and shit. When you're a kid, man, you're tripping. Like 6, 10 foot, something like that. It's like, wow, you never seen nothing like that. When you're a kid. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been to Disneyland 14 times, but uh, you know, now and then look at something that's kind of for real and way out. Mother Nature and all that. As I'm talking about this, all the isolated incidents when the memory kicks it out. Remember, you know, and I'm trying to figure out like how I grew up. How did that affect me and influence me? I ended up being an alcoholic, and I guess you could say I had a criminal record. I was kind of well, some people call you violent. I got in a lot of fights, but fist fights. I was pretty good at boxing. I learned how to box, and I think I was in New York 12 years from 70 to 80, 81, 11 years, something like that. So we used to slap box a lot. Just I think some Italians jumped me, Italians and Asians to jump me in New York one time. I was panhandling and fucking, I don't know what happened. I was drunk, and then got jumped by the Bloods or the Crips or something in L.A. once. 3 on board and knocked me. That's the only time I ever got knocked out in New York. I only think I lost 2 fights in 12, at the 11 years, whatever it was. So I was watching the news this morning. The stock market started to come up today, and then it went up pretty good until about noon, and then it way down again. It's Putin or Biden. Biden had said they weren't going to invade Russia, or they weren't going to retaliate against Russia or some shit. That walk, I go for a walk. I get too cozy in my room and I get lazy, and that affects your thinking a little bit. I'm looking at the news on the internet, and it's all fuck negative shit. 6-month-old got hit by a stray bullet. Some sad shit, man. But that's not the only one. That was today. So I'm going to end this and test the audio to see if this is working. I got an unstable connection. I'll be back in a little bit.